following Monday. That's a holiday. The Friday the 13th is the first day that they're prepared to do that, and again with program and individual flexibility. The non-HHA staff, again, is not given a clear mandate. There is more support for layoffs as opposed to MTO. We are currently doing extensive outreach to those workers over the next 2 weeks, and we have committed to submitting to the county an amended proposal, an additional proposal, prior to February 23rd. Recognizing that it's a critical budget situation, we all know that. We have agreed to 2 additional MTO days for that bargaining unit, or for that budget group, for a total of 3 days so far. And again, in recognition of the urgency of the budget situation, really encourage the board to move quickly. As I said, HHSA is ready to go next week, and it won't be to anybody's benefit to delay it while negotiations meet and confer continues. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move into closed session at this time.
I just want to make one
Go
comment.
ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To Ms. McClure's comments, I think this board has, I believe, consistently stated that we do want to consider every and all proposals for cost containments. I think that, I just want to reiterate that again, that I think that that's very important, and that we truly do want to see the sum total of all of the proposals and fully explore all of them. So I think that we've committed to that again, and I just wanted to make that commitment again here today.
Okay, we're moving into closed session. If we have anything to we will be back out. It's, I'm not sure if we'll have anything to report. Call roll call, please.
Excuse me. Supervisor Brown?
Here.
Supervisor McCowan?
Here.
Supervisor Smith?
Here.
Supervisor Colfax? Chair Pinches?
Here. I'd like to ask Mr. J.R. Rose to lead us in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had a member of our community, the retired Fire Chief Jeff Smith from Willits, who was passed away yesterday evening, and we outreached to his family this morning. Could we have just a moment of silence for him, please? Thank you. We have an announcement here. The agenda item, the recognition of Russ and Sylvia Bartley, will be addressed at 10:30 if there's any members in the audience that are here for that. Okay. At this time, we're going to have any members of public expression. Looks like we have Jim Howell.
Thank you. I'd like to ask that you consider opening our government. I have 3 recommendations about this, and one for immediate action, one in the next few months, and one over the next perhaps 6 months. First, the editor of the Ukiah Daily Journal recently asked the CEO for information concerning salaries, budgets, staffing of the various county departments, and she was refused. The CEO instructed county employees not to meet with citizens unless they had his permission. Candidates in the election last year all spoke about the county government needing to be responsive and open. The question is, will you, as the Board of Supervisors, direct the CEO to immediately make information requested available to the Ukiah Daily Journal and to all other media in the county? It's a serious question. People are very disturbed about it. Secondly, as John Dickerson, John Sakowitz, and others have repeatedly said in the press and on the radio, our county debt's snowballing. Our county revenues are declining as the depression deepens, and we'll soon not be able to meet county payroll. Several Board of Supervisors candidates last spring proposed a temporary ceiling on county salaries. I suggest that individual supervisors who think this idea is worth pursuing appoint one or more citizen advisors as their personal agents to meet with county department heads and others in the government to determine if it's possible to cut maximum salaries and avert additional financial ruin. This would be done quietly, and it would be done so that they can report back to the supervisors who deputize them and give them advice and recommendations on how much of a cut would make an impact and whether it can be done. Then it's up to you. But I think we should have looked into this a year ago, and like we should have looked into water rationing a year ago. I think it's getting serious. The third item, for the longer term, the CEO arrangement or the management system that we have that was implemented a few years back does not provide the openness in government that we want and that we deserve. As Mark Scaramella has repeatedly commented in print, our CEO promises to get back to you on that, and he says we're looking into it, but seldom comes forth publicly with answers or even information that the Board of Supervisors have asked for. With an unresponsive and closed-mouthed CEO, we feel that neither you nor the interested citizens are getting what we have paid for from this man. The question is, will you appoint a small citizens panel to investigate the advantages of returning to the administrative officer type government that we'd had for decades in this county? The CEO arrangement is not working. You've placed too much responsibility in the hands of one non-elected and non-responsive official. May I have your response to these suggestions? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We don't normally respond to comments. This board doesn't respond to comments from the public on non-agenda items, but I'm going to make a quick response to you. First of all, in your first sentence, that you say that we have never received information concerning salary, staffing, and budget. Yeah, well, I want to say this so everybody can hear it. That number one sentence is not the truth. It's simply not the truth. First of all, the Ukiah Daily Journal over a year ago had a public records request, and it was issued to the Ukiah Daily Journal concerning the salaries. As far as the staffing and the budgets, that's available just about every place throughout this building, and most public libraries in the county. It's called the county budget, that has to do with the staffing and the budgets of various county departments. If you'd like to go get one, if you want to take the time, I could go over it in depth with you as far as those issues. Now, as far as the response that individuals make in opinion pieces in their local newspapers, me or I don't think any other board members it's appropriate to respond to that. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, may I add something to that? I just wanted to let you know that our office responded to the Ukiah Daily Journal's Public Records Act request and produced a numerous set of documents to her yesterday.
Supervisor Brown.
Yes, Mr. Hooley, on the agenda, I guess better turn that on. On the agenda today, it's not a timed item, but under 7B, there will be a discussion about the county's policy.
I've got a broken hearing aid.
Okay. Item 7B today on the board's agenda will be a discussion about the county's policy for public access to county records. And I can get you a copy of that if you would like, and hopefully you can stay.